Since the beginning of time, people have been changing and growing. Come with me as we travel through history to see the big events that made the world what it is today. For almost 30 years, a big wall split a city in two. This wall, known as the Berlin Wall, was a stark symbol of the Cold War, dividing not just the city of Berlin, but also the ideologies of the East and the West. It was a physical and emotional barrier that separated families, friends, and a nation. The wall stood as a reminder of the tension and conflict that defined an era. On November 9th, 1989, after lots of peaceful protests, the wall came down. This historic event was the result of a series of political changes and the relentless spirit of the people who longed for freedom and unity. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the beginning of the end for the Cold War, and it was a moment of immense joy and relief for many. The wall came down. People from both sides who used to be afraid of each other came together to take the wall apart, brick by brick. This act of dismantling the wall was not just physical, but also symbolic. It represented the breaking down of barriers and the coming together of a divided people. The atmosphere was electric, filled with hope and a sense of newfound freedom, brick by brick. This was a really important moment, and it helped Germany become one country again. The reunification of Germany was a significant milestone in world history. It signaled the triumph of democracy over division and the power of unity. The celebrations that followed were a testament to the resilience and determination of the German people. One country again. A long time ago, in the 1700s, something big happened in Britain. It was a time of great change and innovation, a period that would forever alter the course of history. This monumental shift is known as the Industrial Revolution. It marked the transition from manual labor and agrarian economies to industrialized and urban societies. The seeds of modern industry were sown during this era, and its impact is still felt today. It was the Industrial Revolution, and it changed everything. The introduction of new machinery and technologies revolutionized the way goods were produced. Factories began to spring up, and with them came a new way of life. People moved from rural areas to towns and cities in search of work, leading to rapid urbanization. The steam engine, spinning jenny, and power loom are just a few examples of the groundbreaking inventions of this time. We started using machines to make things, and cities grew bigger as people looked for jobs. The demand for labor in factories led to a significant migration of people. This era saw the rise of a new working class, and the face of society began to change. The efficiency of machine production meant that goods could be made faster and cheaper, fueling economic growth and making products more accessible to the masses. But it wasn't all good. There were also problems like pollution and unfairness, which reminds us to be careful about how we grow. The rapid industrialization led to environmental degradation, with factories spewing pollutants into the air and water. Working conditions were often harsh, with long hours and low wages. Child labor was rampant, and many workers faced dangerous and unhealthy environments. These issues highlight the importance of balancing progress with social and environmental responsibility. Back in 1215, in a field in England, something important happened for human rights. The King John had to listen to his people and sign a document called the Magna Carta. This document said that everyone, even the king, had to follow the law. That was a new idea back then. The American Revolution was all about freedom. American colonists fought for their independence from Britain. Their bravery inspired lots of other people around the world who wanted freedom too, inspired others. In 1789, the French Revolution started. People stormed a prison called the Bastille, and that was just the beginning. They wanted liberty, equality, and fraternity. The French Revolution changed how people thought about government and rights. The internet is everywhere now. From bustling city streets to cozy coffee shops, and even in the hands of children at home, the internet has become an integral part of our daily lives. It's hard to imagine a world without it, as it connects us in ways we never thought possible. Everywhere now. It started in labs with scientists and researchers working tirelessly to create the first networks. These early innovations paved the way for personal computers to enter our homes. Now the internet fits in our pockets, accessible through smartphones that keep us connected on the go. Homes and pockets. The World Wide Web revolutionized how we access information. Early web browsers opened up a new world of possibilities, allowing people to search for and find information with just a few clicks. Today we can scroll through endless web pages, learning and discovering new things every day. Find information. The internet changed how we learn, work and talk to each other. Online classes have made education more accessible, while remote work has become a norm for many. Messaging apps and video calls keep us connected with friends and family, no matter where they are in the world. Learn, work and talk. As the internet continues to evolve, it's important to ensure that everyone benefits from its advancements. From urban centers to rural areas, access to the internet can bridge gaps and create opportunities. Community tech workshops and initiatives aim to make technology inclusive and beneficial for all. We need to make sure it's a good thing for everyone. Slavery was a terrible thing, but people fought hard to end it. They showed the world that everyone deserves to be free. Movements in the UK, Haiti and Brazil were pivotal in ending slavery globally. For a long time, women couldn't vote, but in the 1900s they started fighting for the right to vote. These brave women marched and protested until they won. Their efforts were significant in achieving gender equality worldwide. The Roman Empire was very powerful for a long time, but eventually it fell apart. This changed Europe a lot. We still see the influence of the Romans today. The fall led to the rise of the feudal system, the spread of Christianity, and the emergence of the Byzantine Empire. These changes laid the foundation for the Renaissance, modern European political boundaries and legal systems. Discovering penicillin was a huge moment for medicine. Alexander Fleming found that mold could kill germs. This led to antibiotics, which have saved millions of lives. Gap 3S. Hey, everyone! Let's talk about a super important time in Japan's history, the Meiji Restoration. Pivotal moment, it happened in 1868. Basically, Japan went from being ruled by like lords and knights to a modern country. Modern state, think of it like a major upgrade. During this time, things changed really fast. Japan started building factories and getting up to speed with the rest of the world. Rapid industrialization, samurai warriors, those cool sword guys, were replaced by modern soldiers. And those old wooden buildings? They were traded for strong steel ones, steel structures. This whole change, the Meiji Restoration, was a really big deal. It's the reason Japan became so powerful and important in the world. Global powerhouse. We've seen lots of important events, big and small. They're all connected like a giant tapestry. Our story isn't over yet. It's up to us to make the future a good one. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe and share.